Jai Sai Ram, Chapter 52. Shivade's firm faith in Sai, story of Saptanekar. Shivade's firm faith on Sai. Sri Saptanekar of Akalkot, Sholapur district was studying law. One day he saw his classmate Srivade. Other students also gathered there and all examined their study related ability. After the question answer, it became clear that Srivade is at the bottom of his study and he is not able to take the examination. When all the friends ridiculed him, then Srivade said that my study is incomplete. Even then, I will become successful in the examination. My Sai Baba gives success to all. Sri Saptanekar was astonished to listen this and he asked from Sri Shivadi, "Who is this Sai Baba, whom you praise so much?" He replied that he is a fakir who lives in the mosque in Shirdi, Ahmednagar. He is great saint. It is possible that other saints may also be like this, but he is matchless to all. Till all the good deeds of your life do not accumulate into then, it is difficult to see him. I have firm faith in Baba. The words he says from his mouth, they never become false. He himself has assured me that the whole next year I will do such a great work in my examination and be successful. I am also fully confident that I will do some successful work in examination. Sri Saptanekar laughed on such confidence of his friend and also he chided Sai Baba. In future, when Savade became successful in both examinations, then Saptanekar, knowing it, became highly astonished. Story of Saptanekar. After being successful in the examination, Sri Saptanekar began to reside in Akalkot and there he started his law practice. After 10 years in 1923, this only son died by an illness of throat, due to which his mind became unsteady. To regain his peace of mind, he traveled to Pandharpur, Gangapur, and many other shrines, but of no avail. He studied Vedanta, but it is also proved useless. Suddenly, he recalled the words of Savade and his belief on Sai Baba, and he thought that he should also go to Shirdi and have the sight of Baba. He went to Shirdi along with his younger brother Pandit Rao. They became very happy after seeing Baba. When reaching near, he bowed to Baba and with a clean heart presented a Sripal. Then Baba immediately became angry and said, "Get out of here." Saptane, head hung down, getting a few steps backward, he sat down on the rear side. He wanted to know that how should he appear in front of Baba. Somebody suggested him the name of Balashimpi. Saptanekar went to him and requested to help him. When they both went to mosque after purchasing a photo of Baba, Balashimpi, taking the photo in his hands, gave it into the hands of Baba and asked, "Whose photo is this?" Baba, pointing out towards the Saptanekar, said, "He is my friend." Saying this, he began to laugh, and with him the whole group of the devotees also began to laugh. When on the signal of Balshimpi, Saptanekar began to bow to Baba, then he again shouted, "Get out." Saptanekar could not understand what to do. Then, requesting with folded hands, sat in front of Baba, but Baba immediately ordered him to get out. They both became highly frustrated. Who could disobey his orders? Ultimately, Saptanekar, with exhausted mind, returned from Shirdi. He prayed in his mind that, "O Sai, I beseech the arms of your kindness. Almost give me at least this much of assurance that sometime in future I will be allowed to see you. A year passed away. Even then, he did not get the peace of his mind. He went to Gangapur, where his mind became more unsteady. Therefore, he reached Sadigwan for rest. From there, he decided to go to Kashi. 2 days before his departure, his wife saw a dream that she, taking a gargar pot, was going to the well of Lakshadasha for water. There a fakir was sitting under the neem tree. A cloth was tied on his head. Fakir, coming near to her, and said, "My dear child, why are you taking trouble for nothing? I fill your pot with clear water." Then, due to fear of the fakir, she returned with the empty pot, and fakir also came behind her. In the meantime, due to the confusion, her sleep broke and she opened her eyes. She told this dream to her husband. He took it for good omen, and they both started to Shirdi. When they reached Shirdi, Baba was not present there. He had gone to Landibag. To wait for his return, they sat there. When Baba returned, then they saw him with wife, highly astonished because the fakir whom she saw is in her dream. His shape resembled very much to Baba. She saluted Baba with great respect, and sitting there began to see him. Seeing her soft behavior, Baba became very happy. According to his usual method, he began to tell a story in his strange style to a third person. "I was feeling pain in my stomach, hand, body, and waist. I tried many treatments, but all in vain. I was fed up of medicines because I was not having any gain from them. But now I am feeling very strange that all my pain have suddenly vanished." Though nobody's name was told, but the discussion of Srimati Sapnekar, her pains have vanished as Baba told, and she became very happy. Then Sri Sapnekar stepped forward for his Baba's sight, but he was welcomed by pious words that get out from there. This time he had come with great patience and humbleness. He said, "Due to my old deeds, Baba is unhappy with me, and he decided to change his character, and he, by meeting Baba in isolation, apologized for his old deeds." He did so, and now when he put his head on the lotus feet of Baba, blessed him. By now he had just sat pressing his feet. In the meantime, a shepherd woman came and began to press the waist of the Baba. Then, as usual, he began to tell the story of a businessman. When he, that is Baba, told so many changes of his life and also told about the death of his only son, then Sapnekar was highly amazed by the story Baba was telling was his own story. He was highly astonished that how Baba could know everything about my life. Now he understood that Baba is omniscient. This thought had appeared in his mind that continuing the discussion with the shepherd woman, Baba, pointing out towards the Sapnagar, began to say that this gentleman blames me that I have killed his son. Do I kill the children or people? Then why this gentleman coming in the mosque begins to scream? Now I will do one thing. Now I will bring the same child in the womb of his wife. Saying so, Baba, putting his blessing hand on the head of Sapnekar and consoling him, said that these feet are more ancient and pious. When you become free from your worries and will have full faith on me, only then you will achieve your goal. The heart of Sapnekar became emotional. Then, washing his Baba's feet with tears, he returned back to his residence, and then again making preparations for worship, taking Naivedya, etc. Along with his wife, came to mosque. He did like this daily, offered Naivedya and received blessings of Baba. In spite of heavy rush in the mosque, he reaching there saluted him many times. Seeing heads striking with others, Baba told that I have already said that a single salute with love and devotion is enough for me. The same night, he had the fortune to see the Chavadi celebration, and Baba gave him his sight in the form of Panduranga. Next day, when he began to leave that place, he thought first he will give 1 rupee in donation to Baba. If he demands more, then without denying, I will offer 1 more rupee. Even then, the rest of the money will be enough for my travel. When he reaching the mosque, Baba asked for 1 more rupee as Satnagar gave it with happiness. Then Baba blessed him and said, "Take this tree pal and put it in the lap of your wife, so go home carefree." He did the same, and after a year, he got a son. That couple again came to Shirdi with their 8-month child and put the child in the feet of Baba, then began to pray like this: Hey Sainath, how will we repay your debt? We salute your lotus feet again and again. Keep your blessings always on both of us, because in our mind all the times while sleeping, awakening, so many resolutions and doubts keep rising. Bless us that our mind emerges in your bhajans, devotional songs. The child was called Murlidhar. Later on, he had 2 more sons called Bhaskar and Divakar. Now he is living in peace. Jai Sai Ram.